Hey y'all, welcome to the Honesty Circle, the safe space to discuss growing in adulthood, mental health, faith, and all the things in between. It's your host, Sierra Elise, and I hope you're taking care of not only your mental and spiritual, but your emotional and physical health so you can be your best self this week. Hi everyone, welcome to the Honesty Circle. As you can see, if you're watching on YouTube or Spotify, we have a lovely guest next to me. Her name is Sandelovich. I'm gonna have her introduce herself, tell us who she is, what she does, and what makes Annie.
So I am originally from Nashville, Tennessee. That's where I was born, but I lived in Gallatin. Mm-hmm. I am a joy giver. That's what I do. Yeah. It's sprinkle little joy 100%. Pods everywhere. But I am a cheer coach. I work in admissions. I am a friend, an almost wife.
Almost wife? So that it's Annie Forbes.
The AF initials. The AF. It's giving. Everything AF.
Yes.
Yeah, I am a pageant title holder. I am a children of addiction advocate, a little sprinkle. I wear a lot of hats, and I like wearing a lot of hats because I cannot not be busy.
100% from what I know about Annie. Yeah, I
love it.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
So let's hop into our segment of inner or outer circle.
Oh.
And so basically like this or that. So the questions that I ask you, you'll say what you like is in your inner circle.
Okay.
And what you're like, absolutely not, is in your outer circle.
Got it. Okay, I can definitely do that.
So the first one is a night owl or early bird.
I'm an early bird. I'm an early bird for sure. There's nothing I love more than a sunset or a sunrise.
Yeah.
I love to get up early and get in my car and then wherever I'm going or whatever I'm doing, see the sunrise. I'm like, it's going to be a good day. Yeah. I'm starting it early, and then I don't feel bad about going to bed at 9:00 because I do that anyway. So
right. Okay. Awesome. So the next one would be pants or skirt.
Oh, this is, yeah. Mm-hmm. Inner circle, for sure a skirt. I very rarely wear pants to work, and you know that.
If you notice that every episode when I have a guest, the inner or outer circle will be, if I know them well enough, it's going to be what I know about them. Mm-hmm. So yes. So Tell me why skirts. Tell me why.
Pants are not always super comfy.
Yeah.
And okay, this is so funny. I think that people at work probably think I'm some Mormon girly, just never wear
skirts to the ground. Skirts to the ground when it's cold.
Consistently, because there's something that's more convenient than just throwing a skirt on.
Yeah.
My thighs aren't going to get sweaty. I'm not going to feel like death. I mean, they'll probably still get sweaty because I'm sweaty anyway, but I don't know.
You can fan that out. If it gets sweaty, you can fan that out. If you're wearing pants, you can't fan that out.
Yeah, no. So consistently a skirt girl. I'm also consistently a skirt girly.
Ooh.
I mean, you know that. I'm if I'm on the athleisure vibe in the summer, girl, it's a skirt that every time.
Tennis skirt. 20.
And it's cute.
It is.
You know what I mean? My thighs aren't losing circulation.
The outfit I sent you the other day with the skirt.
Oh, yes. Ugh, I'm obsessed with the collar.
Yes.
Girl, a game day vibe. I'm ready. I've been thinking about it.
Yes.
For sure.
Also, I know you have that crew neck that is Wake Forest.
Yes.
So please pop that on there.
I'm so excited. I was thinking about that yesterday, actually. It's really funny you said that.
Lovely. The next one is colorful or neutrals.
Okay. Well, if you're watching this on YouTube, I can't lie.
Rainbow.
Yeah, I literally have, if you're not watching this, I have a rainbow cardigan on, because I felt it is who I am as a person. But it's funny because more consistently, I feel like I wear black and gold, very neutral tones, because I feel like it's really important these days to have a capsule wardrobe so I can just rewear things. So most of the time I am going to wear neutrals, but I had to be intentional about that once I saw that on the TikTok, not because I thought, that's a good idea, because the internet was this is functional, which is fine, but usually I'm a very pop of color, bright girly. So it's a terrible answer to not actually give an answer, but I'm very much in the middle.
You're both. So it's you have the neutral, but you're gonna pop with the colorful.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
100%.
For sure.
We have two more. So the next one is city or country.
Oh, girl.
I already know. I know, but I want the viewers to know. And the listeners to know.
As much as I like to act like I am a girly pop with the nails done and the all the things and the dresses and I went to college in rural Appalachia, which is my personality trait.
Yes.
And grew up outside of Nashville. Yeah, it's apparent. Yeah. I am who I am. I'm confident in it. Yes. And I'm a country girly, but not to the extent of
not a yeehaw.
Yeah, I'm not a yeehaw. I'm like a tone it down. Yeah. A chill Saturday night kind of girl.
Yes. Okay. And the last one is red or white wine.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's a good one. Yeah. Okay. So, all right. 4 years ago, if you'd asked me that, white all the way, girls. The Moscato, the sweeter the better. College better. Me,
I think that's everybody.
It's like my sweet tea. Yes.
Yeah. Before you like deep dive into wines.
Mm-hmm, and then you're like, oh, it gets better. Right. It's like an acquired taste, actually is. Then I met Steve and Janetta, and they were like, do you want to die the next day? Do you want to have a headache for 4 to 6 weeks?
Actually, yes.
Because Moscato. 100%. Say less. Mm-hmm. I would say now I'm definitely more of a red wine kind of girl. A blend.
Okay.
I would say. But these days, whatever they have in their wine cooler. Cool. Pop it. It's fine. I don't care. I'm going to drink it.
100%. Yeah. I love that.
Yeah.
All right. That's the end of the Inner Outer Circle segment. We're going to hop into the episode. Mm-hmm. So I want to know more about your platform. I know you are a title holder. So if you could talk more about first what your title is.
Yes.
And elaborate that. And then we can jump into like your platform. But let's start with like why I'm asking about your platform.
Yeah. So currently I am Miss America's United States, and it is a really awesome platform, pageant system that really embodies several things. There are little pearls that they like to say, which is what's in the crown, which I really like. But, being positive, passionate, pivotal, powerful, all the things that's really important to the organization. Each of those really kind of mean a lot to me. I started originally in pageantry in the Miss America system. Okay. Which
can you elaborate on what the difference is?
Yes. So the difference, there's a lot of differences. Each pageant system kind of has its own structure of competition. Okay. So Miss America traditionally, before it had the switch in 2018, was swimsuit, because it originally started as a swimsuit competition. Let's not forget that. That's very important.
I actually didn't know that.
Yeah, it started as a swimsuit competition in Atlantic City, New Jersey. And then it kind of got away from that. But then it became more scholarship-based, more education-based, more centered around empowering women. And, so originally there's 4 points of the Miss America crown. And they are style, scholarship, success. There's another one that has escaped me in this moment, but that's fine. And, it's really about empowering women. Service, scholarship, style, success, service. Okay, I knew it was going to come back. And so that's kind of what that empowered me. I was like, that's really amazing. That's all things, I'm in college. I care about my community, things like that. And, as I kind of went through the system, then we had the split. I went the volunteer route, which was very similar. It was the same structure of competition: swimsuit, interview, evening gown, talent. It's basically Miss America, but Allison DeMarcus and several other individuals decided, let's keep it the way that we've had it, but we're going to start it this way. So I went that route just because I felt that was where I could shine better and really enjoyed it. They have 5 points, and it stands for serve. It kind of centers around volunteerism, but scholarship, I could remember it at any other time of the day, but that's not the point. It's a really amazing system. And so I did that for a couple of years, loved it. And then I thought I was done with pageantry. And then kind of last minute, I got kind of told about the America's United States system and was like, well, yeah, sure, I'll do that. And throughout my time in all of pageantry, my platform has really been kind of devoted around empowering children of addiction, because that's where I came from. And statistically, I shouldn't have graduated high school. I definitely have not graduated college by any means. And so kind of breaking the chain was something I thought was going to be, something that other people needed to hear, because they don't know that other people are going through this and that they're, there's other people in their corner and they need to see this and hear this and know that someone has the ability to be successful. So that's kind of where it started. And I've done a ton of things and met a lot of great people and seen a lot of people in pageantry that have also been in a similar situation as myself. And that's been really empowering as well. But yeah, it's been really kind of interesting, but now on like a more of a national title holder platform, it's been really cool to travel and see people and get to know people that have been all over the world doing things to help people everywhere. It's just been a really, really, really cool experience that they've been able to provide me. And so I'm excited to continue out my service throughout the year. But definitely pageantry is not just a little shiny hat.
Tell me more.
Oof.
Tell me more. Let's talk about it.
Man.
Dive deeper, because personally, I'm on the knowledge I know of it is the shiny hat. I know towels and tiaras.
Girl.
That's what.
Girl. And that makes sense, though.
That's my knowledge of it, right? Where it's the bratty little girls. They're yelling at their mothers. And, I ate it up. Don't get me wrong. I
same.
100% loved it. But, I didn't know until, I met you the depths and the actual, realness behind it, I would say.
Yeah.
So elaborate more on that.
So it's really interesting because Children's Miracle Network, for a long period of time, was actually funded by the Miss America organization.
Oh, wow.
So at that point, before there were some changes and stuff made, but for a very long, long period of time, every title holder had to raise $100 to just compete in a preliminary, and $100 went directly to Children's Miracle Network.
Oh, wow.
So if you think about it, let's say you have 12 girls in one local title. Tennessee, for example, has 36. 36 times 12 just to compete.
I can't do math.
It's a lot of math, and that's a lot of numbers.
But that's a good amount of money.
Yeah, exactly. And so that's how much money that's just getting raised through local preliminaries.
Oh, okay.
And then, for the most part,
Are they actually raising the money, or do people just
people just
have $100?
pay $100 and they just,
but it's still going to a good cause, regardless if you have the money or not.
Yes.
Okay.
And you think about that, and then they have their own platforms on top of it. Sometimes that can be Children's Miracle Network. Sometimes it can be, situation like mine where you create your own, or specifically actually one of the reasons why I made my platform the name that it was is because at the time, Hannah Shellnut, that's her married name. I don't know why her maiden name is escaping me, but she was in the same sorority as me, but she was at University of Tennessee Martin.
Okay.
She was our Miss Tennessee the year I started to compete. And her platform was kind of similar. It was about STEM, and, it kind of had like a lengthy name that was like, she had made it into her own. It was about the importance of STEM science and learning these things. And she was incredible and, really, really smart and did a lot of great things for Alzheimer's research arthritis research, because that was our sorority's platform as well. So that was really, really cool. And she did all this research to, further things along. And it was really awesome. I think hers was Campaign for Pain, which was really interesting. And so Campaign to Break the Chain was kind of like how mine started, because I was like, that's a really good play on words. So she actually inspired me, and without even knowing it, but that just goes to show the influence that just small things have that can trickle down when you don't even know. And that was even before she was Miss Tennessee. Right. So it's just really interesting to see, Miss Tennessee does she goes all around the state and she visits elementary schools and she reads to them, or she talks about the governor's education trait. Every year she gets to pick a new trait. It can be caring, it can be respect, it can be all the things. And so they go around and they have assemblies and they get to talk about it, and it's really cool. And then you see them and you're like, I want to be that one day. I want to do that. And so there were some people from my hometown that did it, and I kind of forgot about it once I got older, and then I got to college and social media happened, and I saw some people on social media and I was like, I want to do that. I want to be that. So it was kind of really cool because I saw the impact they had on our community, and I saw the impact that they had from people forever and the lives they touched. And I was like, I want to be able to do that. I want to raise money for kids with cancer, or I want to make sure someone somewhere doesn't feel alone, and that they understand that your circumstances growing up do not define who you become as an adult. You are in the driver's seat, and education is your ticket out. Yeah. So that's kind of where, pageantry took me. And also, anytime you won or you got first runner up, you would get a scholarship, whether it be $200, $500.
But it was something.
Yeah. So, I mean, my last year, I did not pay a dime for grad school.
Wow.
Not 1 cent did I pay for grad school because of the organization.
Wow.
And at that point, it was volunteer. So the Miss Volunteer America organization, I did not pay a single cent for grad school, or my senior year of college. So that was definitely really important.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay, talk to me more about, you say your platform's important to you. If you can elaborate and talk more about kind of why it's important to you and why you are as passionate about it as you are, because obviously you are.
Right. So I think one thing that's really important that I found as a child of addiction, and it's both my parents. My mom suffered with alcoholism, and that's something that my dad currently struggles with. You know, growing up in high school, my mom wasn't around as much as she could have been, which obviously is like really hard when you're a senior in high school, junior, sophomore in high school, to be like, I used to say, I was like, I'm the girl without her mom. That was like crazy. Now I'm super confident in myself, and had I not had that experience, I obviously wouldn't be here. But, so my platform kind of derived from that, because addiction is such a stigma. Like, people don't understand that it is a literal chemical imbalance in your brain. It's something that, you know, people just think is a choice. Let me tell you, that is not a choice. I can tell you.
But also, I think when I think about it too, like, who would choose that?
Right. Hello.
Like, think about it. Who is choosing to continuously pick something that's doing them not
harm over their child?
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Yeah. So, like, no one's picking that.
Right.
So that's,
Yeah. So that was, like, really something that I kind of, it didn't really take me that long to understand. Yeah, it still hurt, but, like, I knew
it was bigger than you.
Yeah. And I at no point did I think my mom didn't love me, or my parents don't love me. They do. They just have a hereditary chemical imbalance, and that's fine. And, you know, it is what it is, but I'm not the only one experiencing that. There are, I mean, statistically, 7 million, I want to say, children all over the country are children of addiction, whether they're adults or they're not. That statistic may even be larger now, but I mean, that's a lot. Yeah. That's a lot. So, you know, they're everywhere. And I know the number is growing, especially it's growing in Tennessee. There's been an extreme increase in the last year. I think the pandemic has a little bit to play in that, but, you know, we're getting out of that, and to see the numbers still harshly grow, not to have any waiver, if anything, an increase from 22 to 23 is still a little bit alarming. So, you know, I think that's just something to think about. But for me, the best thing was to know I'm not alone. Like, this was not something I could control. This was not my fault. There is nothing I could have done. You know, growing up like that was a lot of times isolating, and I felt like I was parenting my parent, both of them. But I don't know, it was really interesting. I had an experience in high school where I had a counselor sit me down and say, hey, I think it'd be really awesome if you came into this support group for children who are growing up in similar situations as you. They lack parental support. And that was really life-changing for me. And it kind of changed the trajectory of how I thought about myself, how I thought about other people.
When was this in life?
This was maybe second semester of first semester sophomore year.
Of high school?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, fall of my sophomore year. So I'm like 15.
Okay. I don't know what age that is. But
I don't know. I'm pretty sure I was like 15. Mm-hmm. Something like 15. Yeah.
Sounds about right, because you graduate at 18, typically.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, it was really impactful because there were people from all different walks, all different little circles and different grade levels who were in that group with me. And it was really nice because everything was actually confidential.
Wow.
Like, I mean, yes, it was high school. Like, people did know things, but I was at no point ever bullied for that, which was really nice. But I really felt that support. And from that point on, I knew that I could make a choice and I could make better decisions, and I didn't have to be that person or let that define me. And so I continued doing what I was doing, making good friends. I got really involved in church, super, super involved in church. And a lot of things led me to find my trust in God and understand that there's a bigger plan and my circumstances growing up don't define who I become as an adult. That really hit me most my senior year. And I had my aunt and my uncle really pour into me. My dad worked nights. And so there was a lot of like, my dad and I often look back and we're like, how did we do that? I don't know how we did that. Like our house almost got foreclosed on because we didn't have my mom as financial support anymore. My dad didn't make it past ninth grade. And so he worked at a rock quarry. He's from Canada, so he's not even an American citizen. For the longest time, we would joke around, no one in our house could vote because it was me, my dad, and my cat. So I don't know. It's just like I look back on that and I'm like, there's nothing that got us through that other than like the trust in the Lord, and people decided to pour into me and I knew my worth. And, a lot of that is because there's great people in my community, but a lot of that is also, 100%, well, I wouldn't say 100%, that's a lot, but a lot of it is because of that groups. Like our counselor was like, come on in here. I just want you to sit in here. And I was like, I'm not alone. Cool. And now because of that one choice, I'm like, I want to make sure other people know they're not alone. Yeah. So that's been really, really, really cool. And to do that through pageantry has been nice because it's kind of given me like an opportunity to be like, hey, like we can do this together. And actually one of the girls, she's, oh my gosh, it's going to leave me. North Carolina something. It's really cute. It's going to bother me. I'll remember it later. But she and I grew up very similar. And she's a cheerleader at Wake. Her name's Bailey Godfrey. She's amazing. She is one of the first people I knew that's in pageantry, loves cheer and dance, very sweet, but very much lives your circumstances growing up don't define who you become. She like wants to go to med school and is going to go to med school. And she's awesome. A huge mental health advocate, just like one of the best people you're ever going to meet. So she's great too. So, and like, that's something that like pageantry brings you and like life brings you and God brings you. And that's really cool. That was a very long answer. I'm so sorry.
No, that was good. No, that's good. That was so good. I think it's inspiring too, like, because you're like the happiest person I've ever met. Like 100%.
That is so kind.
Like you have joy for yourself, but also give it to others. Like you said, like you are a joy giver. And like, even the first time I met you, literally she says, we're going to be best friends. And I said, yeah, okay, girl. If you say so.
Yeah, that was really bold on my part.
But even outside of that, like you've brought me so much joy just as being friends and like reminding me to honestly continuously choose joy. And I think that you like even outside of your platform, like you don't realize like how many people you actually are like touching from just like being you and like bringing joy, like your cheer team and literally every cheer team that you've coached, every dance team that you coach, like you just bring the joy, like, and it's amazing to watch. I could cry, but like literally, it's beautiful. It's honestly beautiful to like witness you on this side. I mean, like I said, I didn't know you before. Yeah. Like, I've only known you on this side, but to know where you came from and then seeing that you are still choosing to like not let anything define you and like you create your own path, you create your own story. So like, what advice would you give to someone who hasn't found that support just yet, maybe?
Oh, yes.
Right? Like they haven't had that like support group and to help them kind of bring them in. And not even just someone has the same circumstance as you, but just any circumstance along the line. Like what would you say to them to kind of like encourage them in general? Like, what would you say to them?
There is someone in your life that cares. I can guarantee you that. If you, and many a time, I have probably felt like no one understands this or no one gets this or no one's in my corner, or a lot of times, even in my more adult years, I'm like, I just want my mom. There is someone that cares. There's someone in your life that is better because you're there and is better because you maybe are across the office from them, or maybe you see them, in your gym at work after you go and you work out in the afternoons or in the mornings. There is someone that wants to hear what you have to say, whether it's, hey man, like I just don't feel like myself, or, I've got this hard deadline at work, or, we all have our baggage that we carry. Or maybe you want to get out of a marriage, or maybe, you just lost a baby, whatever thing you feel like you can't get through is, whatever circumstance it is, whatever thing that you're carrying, there is somebody that wants to hear you, and there's someone that wants to stand with you, and there's someone that's experienced that before. And you may feel like no one else has experienced this. It's probably because you haven't asked, or it's probably because you don't feel like you're comfortable enough to say that and to get that off your chest and to just be like, this is the load I'm carrying. Does anybody know what this is like? And if you do that, I guarantee you're going to find so much solace. And someone may bring it to you. Someone may bring it to your attention and be like, hey, I think this is good, like they did for me. But sometimes, like one of my best friends told me a couple weeks ago, like she had to go and ask a million people, like, hey, I'm experiencing, this one thing. And has anybody done this? Like, I don't know what to feel right now. And one person was like, yeah, I'm going to walk with you in this. And I've been there and I'm going to hold this with you. And sometimes it's just being brave enough to just be like, help. Ooh. This is where I'm at.
Brave. That's a good one. No, because I think it takes bravery to like, one, be yourself.
Yeah.
It's brave to be yourself. But it's also brave to be loud about who you are, right?
Ooh, yes.
Like, that's a level of bravery because you don't know how people are going to perceive that.
No.
Like, you don't know. Like,
oh my God.
I think about like spaces that I've been in and like I'd be the most confident version of myself. And it's also scary though because of I don't know if they're gonna
Am I your cup of tea?
Right. Am I?
Yeah, I don't know.
And I don't know.
It's
so
terrifying.
Like, it's terrifying. So like oof.
No, I know. And man, I felt like that a lot. Especially in high school, I was like the loudest. Yeah. Most obnoxious. I don't want to say obnoxious, but I was very much present, very much around. I also had an undiagnosed learning disability. So, once I started to like get all that regulated, I was like, okay, we can tone it down just a little bit. But it's not that I toned myself down. It's that, I grew and I became more mature and I know how to carry myself in a way that's more polished, I would say. Yeah. But yeah, sometimes I don't. I think I still struggle. I mean, I think we all struggle with that. Like walking in a room and being like, are these people going to be receptive of... I said that earlier today. I was like, I want to wear this to work.
Yeah.
I want to wear this with my nice white pants and my little booties to work. And I think, how are people in the office going to perceive me?
Yeah. Oof.
Like I feel like that every day in every small... But this is who I am. Like, I think that's a very interesting... It can even be in the smallest ways versus like... Oh, I said this one thing to someone and I sit in my car and I'm like, why did I say that one thing? Why? Why did I feel that? Why did I say that? I didn't need to say that. Or do they think I'm crazy?
So how, like in those moments though, but like, how do you fully let that go? Like,
I'm an avoider. I'm a runner.
Okay.
To be super transparent. Is it healthy? I don't know. But I try to pretend that I am waterproof and that is a water droplet and I'm just going to forget about it. Moving on. Doesn't matter. It already happened. It can't change it. Just might as well move on. Don't think about it. And that's how I kind of, maybe it's avoidance. Maybe
I think it's sort of two sides. Like part of it's probably avoidance, but at the same time, you are right in the sense of
can't change it.
It happened. You can't change it. And I think that's also connecting to like your platform though, right? Like it's your circumstances. You can't change it. So like, why are we trying to fight to change, put that power, put that energy
to sit in on it,
to grow, to move forward, to like, I'm
going to think through things when I speak. I'm going to take my time when I answer questions, or I'm going to, all those things. And so, but sometimes I do have those one little moments where I'm like, oh, that could have gone better. Yeah, no, but this was so fun. Literally the best.
Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate it. Okay, so now it's time for the Seeds 2 Cents.
Oh, yeah.
So
totally forgot.
What advice would you give to our listeners and viewers, kind of based on what we talked about? And
yeah, I would say don't be afraid to try things. I did not get heavy into pageantry until I was 20, and it took me a hot minute to win my first local. I was 22, 23, and never thought I was going to win one.
And now you're a title holder.
I know. Crazy.
Crazy.
Find a system that works best for you. Find your people. Don't be afraid to ask for help. I still struggle with that as an adult. Just don't be afraid to be like, hey, this is my journey. God gives you a journey for a reason. He puts a situation in your path because odds are someone else needs to hear that, and you're going to help shine his light by helping someone else get through it. And it's just this continual trend that is beautiful and it's great. Another one is, I don't really do this as much as I should. Wash your face before you go to bed. Please.
Hot take.
Hot take. Yeah. And give grace. I think that one's important too. Give extra hugs. Tell the people the things you want to tell them. Don't live a woulda, coulda, shoulda life. It's so easier said than done. And laugh more and tell the jokes and don't take everything so seriously. And I'm sure, realistically, your employer won't fire you. Just do the things. Life is short. Live your best life. You're going to make the money back and you're going to do the things, but you're never going to get the experience if you don't take it now and you don't say the things now and you don't live in the moment, and the rest will come as it comes.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, it's hard to actually live that way, but that's my mentality. Be joyful.
We're trying our best.
Joy is a choice, sometimes not chemically, but if you can't make it, store-bought's fine.
Store-bought is fine. I love that. Well, thank you guys so much for listening. You got to take her advice or not. That's just her 2 cents. Thank you guys so much for listening to the episode today. If you like anything that you heard, please be sure to follow us on Instagram. Subscribe to us on YouTube. The Instagram is @TheHonestyCircle with an _ at the end. Thanks again for listening, and go conquer your week. Bye.